there is always going to be people that are annoyed or don't like you for no good reason. You cannot make everyone happy. It is literally impossible. And if you ever are like, no, like if I do a good deed, this man gave 1,000 people the gift of sight.
Yeah,
and he's getting criticised. It is Morokai with 2 eyes. We're back around every single Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, 7 a.m. on Spotify and 4:30 p.m. on YouTube. We were just mentioning things that have slowly become a little bit more disappointing, like Call of Duty, playing video games. They're not as exciting they used to. One thing that came into my head as well is Hamish and Andy. Their gap year videos I was obsessed with. And then when they made some more that were more recent, they were too PG.
I wholeheartedly agree with that.
I really didn't like them. Don't get me wrong, they are two of my favourite Australians ever.
Agreed.
And I couldn't say a bad thing about them. But Gap Year was like so iconic for me.
Gap Year was amazing when it first dropped.
It was the best thing ever. And then their newest stuff were really... I don't know if it's because there's so much more out on the internet at the moment. Like you got Mr. Beast doing things that are just so crazy that it's like, this is 1% of that.
How crazy, just touching on Mr. Beast, his newest video was just crazy amazing. He helped cure blindness to, was it 1,000?
It was 1,000 people.
1,000 people.
I want to talk about this.
Which is amazing. Like, in and of itself, like, that is amazing. Like, this guy is just, all right, yes, he's on a massive platform. He's got tons of subscribers. Every single video that he gets, he then puts the money back in. Like, he doesn't live in some crazy, amazing... He genuinely, like, lives in, like, just a dorm room with, like, shit all, like... He doesn't care about shoes, cars, whatever. Every bit of money, revenue that he gets goes back into these videos.
He's obsessed.
He's genuinely, like, making, like... he's making money, obviously, but he's not spending it on himself.
Yeah, he's...
And all that. He's cured blindness. There's people...
Not in the world, but yeah.
No, not in the world. Not in the world, but he's cured, like, helped cure... Like, he's given money, to a foundation that does this sort of procedure that can cure some blindness, where, like, if their retinas are a bit foggy, it's sort of like an injection.
Yeah,
helps,
there's
like,
people on the other side of the world where they can get this done, but they obviously don't have the money for it.
Yeah, they're not
the
privileged
surgeons,
enough.
Yeah, they really aren't. And he's now donated money to that charity, but not only that, he's helped 1,000 people with this problem.
Yeah.
He's cured their blindness.
Like some people...
I know where exactly you're going.
And some of these people, like, there were interviews in the video where one of these guys, he was like, I haven't been able to drive. Like, I've always wanted to drive. Even got the guy a Tesla as well. Like, it's not just... He didn't just help this guy see again. He bought him a brand new car. Exactly. Which that in itself is... Like, this guy... is doing good deed after good deed. He did a real life Squid Games, which was amazing. He did a real life Willy Wonka chocolate factory thing. Like, all these things, like ideas that are just like so original, so captivating. And the videos as well that he does, they don't go for ages. Like, they're very just like, this is what we're doing. This is it. That's the end.
Yeah.
Like, there might be a plug here or there, but for what he's doing, I'm going to accept it.
But.
However.
Yep.
I have no idea, right? So this guy is doing something that, like, governments could be doing.
Yeah.
Like, and it's not... if he can do it, it can't be, like, crazy. Like, if he can do it...
Billionaires, millionaires, they could have all been doing this.
Yeah, everyone could pitch in, be doing this amazing thing to help people see again. There's people on Twitter and YouTube attacking him.
Yeah.
For doing... I cannot comprehend... What do you want this guy to do?
Yeah.
It boggles my mind. Like, I'm getting frustrated, and you can hear it in my voice. If you're watching on YouTube, you can visibly see the frustration. But, like, what does this guy need to do?
I love the passion.
No, but I don't understand. Like, mate, if you came around and were like, dude, I've just maybe sponsored a child or whatever, I'd be like, that's fucking awesome. Like, it is. Like, you know, like, you're helping them. You're helping someone who isn't privileged enough like us. So, like, you're helping them out. Like, I think that's awesome. Good on you. Like, sort of thing. I wouldn't turn around and be like, how dare you? Why? Like, that's just stupid. So the fact that people have this mindset, I don't understand. It doesn't make any sense to me. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think it's just, it keeps making me realize that this is just how the world is. No matter what, everyone always learn from this. No matter what, if someone doesn't like you, if you're confused about, if you've done something for someone and they're not being positive about what you've done for them, there is always going to be people that are annoyed or don't like you for no good reason. You cannot make everyone happy. It is literally impossible. And if you ever are like, no, like if I do a good deed, this man gave 1,000 people the gift of sight.
Yeah,
and he's getting criticised. You cannot make everyone happy. And you're wondering, oh, what are the comments? Like, how can someone be against him? Look, the comments range from things like, he could have donated that money to another charity. Why hasn't he done this before? He's done 1,000 people. Why can't he cure 2,000 people? His haircut shit.
Why did he have to film this?
Exactly.
Why could he have just done this without filming it?
That is the biggest thing ever. I could not care if Mr. Beast profited off this video so much and he bought 100 Teslas for himself and he blew them all up for his entertainment. He has done more for humans than you will ever do in your entire life. Entire life.
Exactly.
And so if he wants to... First off, he's not the type to monetize it for his own personal gain.
No, he never does.
He could be...
He could easily flick the switch and play that card.
Any money he's made from this video, he's either donated to that charity or he's going to use to help other people again.
Have the gift of sight.
Didn't the guy fucking clear up all this rubbish in the sea like a ridiculous amount? Didn't he plant a ridiculous amount of trees on the earth?
Yes, he did.
What more can he do?
Yeah, he seriously can't. He's actually helping the environment and like the universe itself.
But watch like, somehow, right? If tomorrow, for some reason, he gets drunk and cheats on his girlfriend, everyone will forget about all the good things he's done. Oh, he's a horrible. He hates women. He's always
so
he's
horrible. You're so spot on. It's just ridiculous. It just doesn't make any sense. Watch someone as well. I can imagine like the comments when he was planting trees, like, oh, they're planting the trees in spots where you're not meant to plant trees.
Exactly.
So I think
there's always going to be someone hating just to hate. I would be shocked if you will never ever see someone successful punching down, ever. You will never see someone who is doing what, who if they're donating to charity, they're going to get it hurts my head too. I'm sorry. It's just because I try to think of like a logical way on their end.
There is no logical.
It's just like
there's no reasoning. There's no reasoning
to
think in that.
You're either a hateful person or this is true. There's some people who go on the internet and there's a reason they're called trolls. They don't feel like Mr. Beast is a bad person, but they'll comment the most heinous things just to get reactions out of people. Yeah. People, again, don't understand, but there's people who love that.
And just thrive off that.
Yeah. How would a dinner party go? Like, how would a dinner party... Like, say we had 12 of our friends, we're all sitting around, and we're talking about that Mr. Beast video, and someone has the nerve to actually speak up and be like, yeah, but he profited off that video. I dare you. I feel like
it'd be an attack on that person.
Let's grab, because it's the 1% too. But the thing is, what's worse is some YouTuber said this all like ages back, and he's like, I've gotten 1,000 comments. I went through 1,000 comments on my video, and they were all incredible, and I had 2 that were negative, 2, and he said, and all I focused on was those 2. It's just human nature.
Human, yeah.
But I'll give you a scenario. Let's say out of all those people that watched the video, which is hundreds of millions, there's heaps. Let's say we have a group of 10,000, right, that are hating, that think what he's done is wrong. I dare you to put those 10,000 people just on a field, like a footy field, in front of those 1,000 people who have now sight, and I dare you to say exactly what you just said in front of those people who couldn't see before. I couldn't care. I shit you not. I couldn't care if I couldn't see and Mr. Beast fixed my eyesight.
Yeah, randomly. A random that you've never ever met before as well.
He could then go, I'm now going to take everything in your house. I'm going to steal it all. I'd be like, it's all yours. I'm going to get a job and try to... it's all yours, mate. Take it. Sight is so important.
Even in the video, though, there's the father there, and it's like, what's the one thing that you miss the most? It's like, oh, I haven't. The last time I saw my son, I think he was like 8. Like he talks to me every day, but like the picture in my head is him. And then like obviously you can see again, and now his son's like 18 or whatever, and it's just like that's crazy to think like the last memory in your head is that like you've missed out on all this growth. Yeah. You haven't been able to see it through your own eyes. You can just you have maybe an idea of like maybe what they look like, but like that to me is crazy. And I think the other thing as well, not only has Mr. Beast done this, which I think is just amazing, the best part about him doing this though is, and it's so many planted the trees, even when he cleaned up like the ocean with all the rubbish, he brings attention to things that like the realistically like I would never give it the time of day.
Yeah, it's
like
not,
I know that sounds horrible, but it's not something that but now he's bringing it to my, it's actually like, oh shit, I can actually like give some money to these people. Like, oh, well, I can plant a tree for $1. Like, yeah, buddy, $1. That's loose change to me. If I can grow more trees, we need trees for oxygen. We need trees, like, why not? Yeah. I'll jump on board with this.
Yeah. If you ever see someone putting down a good deed that you've done, like for example, you just said, I'll put $1 down. I'm happy to help. If you have anyone around you that's like, oh fuck, he makes over like $1,000 a week, and he's only
I'm not going to pitch it.
He's only putting if I'm like, sorry, you make $1,000 a week, and he's only putting $1. Jeez, how fuck's that?
But you're still doing something. It's better than nothing.
Yeah, shut up. Because all these people complaining, I bet they aren't doing.
It's the same as busking. Like if someone's busking though, like. There's people there that are like $5 and all that. I must admit, like I'm usually never that overly that generous. Like I'm happy to, if I have like loose change, so I'm just like, mate, you have it, and all that. Like, you're putting yourself on the, like I wouldn't. I'm not comfortable enough to sit on a corner playing a bloody banjo or guitar, singing all that. Like so, credit to you.
Never let someone put down your good deed. It could be two ways. It could be they're putting it down just to put you down and make you feel bad, or let's say someone. You're talking about the tree. Let's say someone says, well, I put $5 down for 5 trees. Good on you. What, is this a competition for you? Like, this was genuinely like, I just thought I was doing something good and now you're going to make me feel bad. Never, ever surround yourself with those type of people. They're fucking toxic. You want to surround yourself with people. If you do, like for me, us as mates,
yes.
If you have a really good day or you do something that makes you very happy, or achieve something that you're like, fuck man, I smash this. I am genuinely happy for your success.
I'm the exact same.
I'm genuinely like, fuck.
And that's the people that you want to surround yourself around.
You want people who cheer you on.
You want people that are in your corner.
If you want a car tomorrow, I don't know, for some reason you like, let's just say you buy
entered some competition,
like
whatever.
A fucking Pringles can, and you've opened it up and you've won a car.
Congrats, you're a winner. Yeah,
yeah, it's something stupid like that, right? If I was sitting in the back and I'm like, fucking hell, Lee doesn't deserve a car. The fuck? He just started a new job. Now he's getting a fucking car? The fuck? I don't get a car. Fuck
That's
those
so petty.
people off.
Yeah.
Get people that cheer you on and want your success, but are also real with you in certain conversations to either call you out or be honest, not to bullshit.
And I feel like, I would like to think actually, I can safely say this, one of the best feelings in the world is actually seeing your mate succeed.
Mm-hmm.
There is nothing better than sitting back and being like, for example, yourself in your work and all that. You've had to overcome some adversity, I would say. And, mate, you are kicking goals.
Mm.
I know there's been periods where you're like, oh, shit, man, like it's a bit much, I don't know, and all that. But, mate, I can sit here and be like, fuck, you've gone through those tough times. You've come out the other end. And, mate, you're fucking killing it. And it's awesome to see. It's the same, maybe, I would think that it's the same as me as well. Like with my previous job where like you could see that I was sort of like I'd be coming here and just a bit not happy, not myself. Now with this new job, I feel like I'm sure you're also like, I'm so glad that he made the change. Like at the time, I was a bit like, oh, I don't know, like sort of thing. But looking at it now, it's like, mate, good on you. Like I'm happy for you. And like that's...
Well, yeah, exactly right. And it could be someone on our podcast. It could be someone to Mr. Beast. If they're sitting behind a computer and you haven't done anything wrong, you've done a good deed, and they're still somehow trying to add negativity to that, the best way you can turn it around instead of getting down about it is be like, fuck, I wonder what their life's like. I wonder what their life's like.
Just don't give them any attention either.
Yeah, but like if you're sitting home on a Saturday night and you're somehow making a bad situation out of someone curing 1,000 people's blindness, fuck, you must have some stuff. You must have some stuff going on.
Yeah,
like there really must be some shit that you need to sort out because you're projecting your hate onto others to make yourself somehow feel better. You're bringing others down to somehow push you up instead of improving yourself to push yourself to another level. You're just bringing people who are higher than you down so you can try to, in a way in your head, level yourself up. When that's not how you do it. Level yourself up, go to gym, get really passionate about your hobby, work hard, be a kind person, donate to charity or just donate your time.
Yeah.
You'll feel
just be a good human being.
Yeah, no shit. It can't be that hard.
It genuinely shocks me that there are people out there though. When I just remember watching the video being like, this is amazing.
Yeah.
And then I just remember scrolling Twitter, doing what I usually would for the business, and then just seeing like all this stuff of like people were attacking me, and I was like, wait, what?
Sure, it's true.
Like, what do you mean? Like, why is it people are attacking them? And then I'm just like reading some of the things. I'm like, I just looked at my phone, scrolled, and just shook my head and just felt like, how is this even your thought process? Like,
you know what's funny too? When I think about like an illness or a sickness or like, it could be anything like the human body, I've always said to people, I'm like, if I'm blind, I wouldn't know what to do. Like, I honestly would be so depressed. Like, I would be so blind. Being blind is something that I just wouldn't be able to handle.
Yep.
And then there's this guy that's like, well, I'm going to fix it up and maybe I'll give you a Tesla as well. It's like, what the fuck? How do you hate that person?
It's just, I can't, it doesn't make any logical sense to me.
You know what the other one is that can piss me off? I know we're going lower tier now, but it happened a lot with YouTubers where they've been producing content for free for years and years and years, and then they get to a point where they're successful, and they might do a fucking, what's that app that all YouTubers promote, the Titans app, or
shit, that's really annoying.
Clash of Clans?
Clash of Clans is like a real popular app. No, it's
Tower Defense, something like that.
Balloons Tower Defense.
Why are you thinking about? I'll talk about it. But
yeah, I'm going to quickly go on the App Store because I know exactly.
Yeah. So there's an app that most YouTubers, it's like Manscaped, right? You'll always see YouTubers promoting Manscaped because they've just covered the market. And
Raid Shadow Legends.
There we go.
Sorry, as soon as you're saying it, and I was like, what's the ad that I haven't seen in ages? But I just, it's like, and now guys, Raid Shadow, use my code for 5% off and get free 5,000 gems.
Yeah.
Now the only ad that I always get is like, do you like Lord of the Rings? Do you want the app for you? And it's like, who are you going to pick, the orcs or the good guys? I'm like, what are these ads?
Yeah, there's some of them that are just crazy. But when I see those ads that are very common and you know that the YouTuber, TikToker, he's got the bag, right? And you haven't seen him have a sponsorship before. There's a guy that I watch who he goes for platinum trophies and the videos go for like 20, 30 minutes. And he's entertaining. I like watching the video game. I enjoy it. And then I noticed the other day, 20 minutes in, he had a Manscaped ad that went for a few minutes. I'm not going to get annoyed that this guy has grinded and now he's getting the bag.
He's worked his ass off to get that sponsorship deal.
So many people are like, sell out.
It's the same as...
What are you talking about? You've been watching the content for
Impulsive, though, and they're talking about SeatGeek.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, if you've got sponsors in your show, like, they're giving you money to do the ad. And if I've worked my ass, if I've grinded from 0 subscribers to a couple mil, if I can make a little quick, easy bag for just name dropping them and giving them a bit of an ad with me just playing around with the product for all of like 2 minutes, I'm going to do it.
I'm supporting
because that money could go to like a present. That money could go to a deposit on a house, maybe like a car for your parent.
It could go back into the show.
Editors, there's so much that like you can do. People, I think the issue that we have, or not we have, but the general public have, I should say, when they say a sponsorship deal, they think that it's because they're using the money for themselves. Maybe they're like, oh, they're just using the money to get jewelry or go and all that. But it's like, Yeah, but
they deserve it.
But like they've grinded their ass off for this.
If
It's past a 24, like there's nothing worse though than like a 10-minute video, and there is like as soon as you hit play, there's an ad. Like quarter way through, there's an ad. Quarter then there's an ad, and then just before the end there's an.
Do you mean the YouTube ads?
Yeah.
Okay. They can be annoying.
I'm like, oh, come on.
Do you know who did that once, and it would piss me off because one of my most hated is Trisha Paytas. I hate her, and she would do like crying apologies on the like kitchen room floor and stuff like that. Her videos would be 30 minutes, and there would be an ad every 2 minutes.
It's just ridiculous. Hence why everyone has YouTube Premium
over
now.
the top.
YouTube Red.
The one where it can be a bit depending is if you promote something like, I don't care about an app, but if you promoted something that you hate, that you go
that pisses me off.
That pisses me off. If I'm looking at Raid Shadow Legends, I'm like, this is a bag, and like it's just an app. But if I'm doing something where it's a cream to maybe grow your hair back, right? And I've used it, and I've been like, this is actually making me like lose a little bit of hair.
Well,
this is
not
shit.
Like Valkyrie with like the glasses or like
exactly.
Whatever it was.
Yeah, she promoted like
just
glasses.
sort of jumped on it. I guess her team, because I think that's another issue as well that I see with a lot of these paid promotions or sponsorship deals. A lot of the time, the person themselves, it's like they're just doing what their team thinks is best for the person.
Yeah.
So if your team's like, hey, you've been pitched this, it's really, really good for you. This is how much they're going to pay you. We think it's beneficial for you to do this. How often are you going to do your own background research to be like, actually, I'm not about this?
Yeah.
Well. Like,
and but I could also see if you're pretty new in the game, if we got a sponsorship,
I'd be jumping up and down.
I know we would be jumping up and down before even seeing it. But if you're a bit further in, you've
sort of dealt with like you know who you want to work with.
If we got an off-brand G Fuel, right, and they came and wanted to sponsor us, I'd be super excited. But if I got the drinks and they tasted like gasoline, I'm not gonna, man, we can't do it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so disappointed. So that's where I do have a problem, where someone's promoting a shit product and they know it's shit product. But if it's something like Manscaped or an app, it's
an
like,
app that Jack actually helps, and you yourself use it on the regular.
No, I don't even care if you don't really use it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, 100. I guarantee Mike Malak doesn't play Raid Shadow Legends when he does his promo. But the whole thing I'm saying is, he's not going to be like, I'm not passionate and I think this is bad for people. It's an app. But if he was to promote something, he's bald in his head. Like
Ashley Martin.
Yeah.
For example.
But if he's promoting something that he's sitting back and he's like with Logan, he's like, fuck, man, this is bad. Like, I think my supporters, if they spend their money, they're wasting it. That's fucked up. Isn't Raid Shadow Legends free?
Yeah, it's a free app.
Exactly.
Which
so who
gives
a fuck? But if you're promoting something where you're like, I think my support who's got me to this point can get ripped off,
base,
then it's fucked up.
Yeah.
So it's you gotta have that fine line. Like, you can get excited about a promo, but fuck me, if you actually think it's bad.
It's interesting as well, because there are a lot of YouTubers who have come out and been like, I got offered this, but it's just didn't interest me, and I wasn't about the product. Like, it's something that I wouldn't use, so I was like, no.
Yeah.
And I'm like, good on you, because you could easily have gone, it's a bag for me. Yeah. Like, fuck it, I'll just do it.
And with if it's not YouTube ads, if it's like something like an impulsive where they quickly do maybe Squarespace, like an ad for like a couple of minutes in their video, you can skip it.
Yeah, you can, and then just continue on from
right. You can fucking skip it. So what are you complaining about? You've been watching their content for free for years. They've grinded to a position where they can finally get paid, and some of them they get paid, so they put more.
Yeah, time, energy, effort. Their productions are better. Their studios better.
I know if we got paid,
the cameras are better.
What's the first thing if me and you started getting a proper paycheck?
If we got proper paycheck, editor.
Exactly.
Easily.
Exactly.
Because then it gives us more free time to do stuff that we enjoy, whether that's coming home and gaming, to then upload more gaming content to the gaming channel. It gives us more time to do podcasts. There's less stress and all that. There's a lot less work for yourself and all that. And it'd just be so much easier to just have all that monitored and like ready to go. Exactly. It's so much easier to just record what we're doing now, put it onto your computer, upload it to a Google Doc drive or however Dropbox, and just let them do away with it. Yep, you're done. Cool. I'll just upload it.
Yeah. And before we go, the worst one I see is those how-to videos where someone will complain about an ad in the video, like, oh, they're sponsored from this. It's like, let's say, how to cook the perfect chicken parma for a romantic date night, right? And I want to have a nice date night with my girlfriend, and I want to cook her a really good meal. So let's say the video is 10 minutes, and there's a 2-minute ad. Who the fuck am I to complain about a 2-minute ad that I can skip where I wouldn't have learnt this information anywhere else?
Yeah.
I'm going to call up Mum. I remember she burnt those schnitzels all the time.
Yeah.
So someone's given me this information for free, but I'm going to whinge about 2 minutes that I can skip. Shut the fuck up. That was Morokai with 2 eyes. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Boom. Boom.